Hey everyone, it's Uncle Jay here, Space Engineers, and today I want to go over this Lapetus Titan class ice miner I built. This is a one-off, I guess you could say, something I've been wanting to do. I've spent more than a week probably on this ship, a couple of 10-hour days. But you know, when you're in creative mode and just want to build something, we all know how that goes. So I have a lot to go over on this ship, so let's get into it. Alright, here is the front of our ship. Come back in here. See, we have some lots of large hydrogen engines, which is a must. This ship is extremely heavy. Right now I have it loaded up with ice, which is its main purpose. Let's come around to our side here. You can see our use of our new industry blocks. Landing gear. Here is the business end of the ship, where we get all of our drilling done. We have some outside controls on either side. Detailing here. These are our waste ejectors. First ones are for stone, ice, and then gravel. And you see we have our generators here to help eject that material. We have our rear end here to get us going, our garage. When we go inside, we'll start here. Here is our top looking down. We do have some parachutes, so they can, this can land on a 1G body. I haven't tested on anything stronger than 1G. And these parachutes have also only been tested unladen. We have 12 hydrogen tanks for storage. These be used for selling or transferring to other ships or space stations. These are put on stockpile to keep them separate from the all the ones that are used for the thrusters on the ship. We have our main landing pad here. The ship can come down, dock up, remove some ice or hydrogen, and then be on its way. I might actually build a tender ship just meant for that. Kind of matches this theme. I might even decide to do a small space station, maybe some like small grid deployable remote drills or something like that. Just just something to do. Do have a little bit of point defense on this. There's some small turrets underneath, mostly for wolf spiders and players. Here's our spine. A little small landing pads on either side, and you see we have 4 large grid Gatling turrets for self-defense and some decoys. I do have a laser antenna on here. Figure the ship's going to come down. It's going to sit on one spot, and then it's going to mine one spot for a while before it needs to move again. So the ship could link up now to space station. Underneath, turn the lights on. See all of our thrusters. Under here is where our main H2O2 generators are. I also have a bunch up in the front of the ship. We have our camera and spotlights. Now this is on a hinge, it does move. So we can keep an eye on our drilling from inside. Now right now the ship is just a little bit over recommended weight. As you can see, really didn't dig that deep of a hole. Now this does have 2 pistons on it, but you won't even use full stroke on one piston before the ship fills. One thing I haven't set up yet is a right click for these drills, so bore a nice hole into the ground if you need to. Little hiccup there. There are 4 large cargo containers right there, which make up the main center of the ship. So, let's get inside. Here is our garage. We have connectors for drones. If you want to have 2 scout drones or whatever. Connector for a rover. Got a decent sized rover in here. We have 4 jump drives. It takes approximately 2 jumps unladen to go from Earth-like to the Mars-like area, which is pretty much where we're at. I might have put a little bit too many reactors on this. I always have a problem with getting my power of the battery ratios right. I wanted this to mostly be hydrogen engine controlled based. We have a little secret area in here for hitchhikers. And we have an upper floor here of the garage, which can be used for whatever. Now, I did have to use some cheap gyros on this for this ship to work. I have about 10 or 12 of them on the ship. I'll leave a link for the person on the Steam Workshop I got them from. Now let's come into our main airlock here. Now right here you can see where we have gravity and no gravity. This is the transition line. Turn these off. And we are greeted by 2 of our 4 engine groups, some parts, and this is the main industry floor of the ship. This right here in the center is where the drills are, obviously, wiggling away, making the whole ship shake. This ship can very easily clang out if you meet certain conditions. We have this is our auxiliary control area, by the way. This just takes us out to the back side of the ship. Above us is the landing pad. There's nothing on these. You can add whatever you want. Fly the ship from this one, and then this one is for systems. Back down here. These are just for tools, parts. These are blocked off so no ice can get in them. We have 2 refineries and 2 assembly groups. There's 3 assemblers with speed modules. This one right here pulls the ingots out of the refineries. We have some cargo containers back here. Back on. And we have 2 sorters here. One blocks ice and one pulls ore. And then we have more cargo containers for ore. I definitely have way too much cargo capacity on the ship. Here are 2 of our cheaty gyros. Or a couple more hidden in the ship. We have our beacon, gravity generator, remote, projector, which I need to upgrade the projector. Little bathroom back there. Another door for access. I am planning on adding some button controls down here for turning things on and off on the floor. And we have a little lounge area for your coffee break, a little TV, little commercials, and we have a little information on the lore of the ship, which I got off of Wikia. Now there are some little differences in wording depending on what site you're kind of looking at for information, but this is pretty much close enough. The name of the ship is after a Greek titan. And we have this kind of like mid staircase here, and that takes us up to crew quarters. We have hydrogen bottles on this side, and we have oxygen bottles on the other side. Sorry about that for the auto quality, nothing I can do about that. What you guys are hearing, I am hearing. These little airlocks which take us into side here for maintenance. These are the front engine pylons, or nacelles I guess you could call them. Here is our main reactor room, which is above our main, you can see the ship shaking, our main cargo containers. These airlocks take us out to the front here, which is the quickest way to get in and out of the ship to the man deck. All my airlocks I set to suction to try to capture air. So here is our lounge, kitchen, main medical facility, and our bridge, which we'll get to in a second. Go to our crew quarters. Use of the new blocks here. Our simulated doors. And we have bathrooms here. And these do have items in them depending on whose name, kind of figure out. Well, if you know who you are, you'll understand what's in the lockers. We have some information, mission, some warnings, dimensions. The weight are probably the most important. These are very, very important actually. Some Klang dangers. Just some information on the building of the ship and whatnot. This battery I put here so you can visually see an easy check on battery status instead of having to go through the K menu. We have some buttons on both sides to, give a bridge feel. This seat is for most of the control systems, reactors, lights, and etc. Then we have our control for our drills, weapons, and our waystone. Right now, let me jump in this seat for you guys. See, our current weight over here is 13,810,000. As you can see, the ship is not zeroed out, which is something that it does. All the, I guess, subgrids and just the size and the weight of the ship. Let's go over our menus real quick. Our first menu is for our drills. Actually, one thing I've been meaning to add to the block tools right here. That way we can right click. So here are our drill controls. 1 is for the camera, 2 and 3 are for the hinge. 4 is drills. 5 is pistons on and off, 6 is up and down, same for our advanced rotor, and then the one we just added for our drills in case we want to right click. Number 2 is our turrets, take on and off and take control. Interior turrets, same thing. And then our waist, which I want to show you guys. Number 7 is for ice, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit that. See the ice come out, the gravity generators pick it out. Turn that back off. And one turns them on, and then we can lower these down, which is recommended for 1G worlds. Come into our main seat here. Number 1 is going to be for our thrusters, jump drive, parachutes. Number 2 is for our cruise control. Number 2 is for our Gatlins on and off and our landing gear. Number 3 is for our rear docking controls and garage door. Ruh-roh. I'll have to look into that. I know these do. I know these work. Actually, nope, I'm wrong. Those are not for the garage door. Those are for these right here. Straight back is most easy for hooking to a station, but if you need to come underneath something, connect up that way. And I don't believe I have controls for the garage door. Thought I got rid of those. I'll have to add controls for the garage door. Let's bring that back in and put those back down. We are going to get rid of our signals real quick. Alright, let's you can see we are about half full on cargo capacity and our weight, so this ship will hold a lot more weight. Let's turn on our ions, little thrusters, our big thrusters. We are going to unlock and take off and hopefully not explode and die. Plenty of up thrust. Let's bring in our landing gear. Rearrange the buttons here. We want 5 and number 8. See these coming in. Tuck in nice and neat. Let's close this ramp right here. Garage, ramp, reverse. And while we're in this menu here, you can see the groups. And that doesn't count everything that's been hidden. So, here's our forward speed. Load it. Our operational weight. Not too bad. You can definitely feel the weight here. She is definitely a little bit finicky, being this large and heavy. Slowing down is it's okay. But you gotta remember, we weigh a lot. Our side thrust. And this is where I'll throw in clip from when I recorded before. And a little later on, I'll throw in some sections of Klang video. And that's pretty much it. The Lapetus Titan class ice miner. I appreciate your guys' time, and thank you very much. Until next time. Yep. Klang at its finest. That is what we call a massive failure. Hey, the parachutes worked out.